the other night we had a discussion about alcohol and how some people were saying, oh, if I just drink vodka with nothing, I don't have to write it in my macros.
Wrong.
And I said wrong, because you still have empty calories in there. Yeah, there's no nutritional value with macronutrients, but
Well,
was it like 7 calories per gram in alcohol?
yeah, it's 6 calories per gram of alcohol. Because alcohol metabolizes, even though you don't get it's still metabolized. It's in its own special category, but it metabolizes into sugar. Like your body does metabolize it. That's, if you didn't metabolize alcohol, you would die. Like, you would basically get all this alcohol in your body, and your body couldn't get rid of it. So it does.
You would just stay drunk.
Yeah, or you just stay drunk
forever.
Yeah, or if you get to a high enough level, it would kill you, because it is a CNS depressant. So the fact that your body can metabolize it means that your body does use some of it.
So if you are going to drink it, you can't just write it off as nothing. You still have to add it towards your total caloric intake.
The way
Is this going to be the first episode of The Secret Life of Alex Macros?
So the way you're supposed to track alcohol is, I believe you take the, I want to say you either take the ounce or the amount, because you don't know the density, so you just take the ounces of alcohol that you drink. And I want to say, like, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can count it as a carb or a fat, and if you count it as a carb, you divide the number of calories by 4, and that's your carbs. Or you can count as fat, and you divide it by 9, and that's your fat macros. Or you can do half and half. You can take, so if a drink,
7.
yeah, if a drink has 200 calories, if this alcohol has 200 calories in it, 100 calories divided by 4, and then 100 calories divided by 9 to make it fit.
Is that alcohol you're drinking right now?
No, this is Fit Aid.
How many macros of alcohol are in Fit Aid?
Well, 0.
like getting shit-faced and having to drink once a week is totally different. Meaning a rule of thumb I follow is, like, if you had some drinks and you can tell it all the next day, obviously it was too much and it's gonna slow down your progress, your training, etc. But even if you can't tell, who knows what it does to your sleep. Even if I have like a couple of beers now, I'll notice that it kind of messes with my sleep, which I would count toward messing with my recovery, so therefore would mess with my progress.
When you were competitive, did you drink?
I don't want to say like no, maybe once every so often. I wouldn't say very often though. When I was competitive, I'm still competitive. I'm not that competitive.
I meant when you were doing competitions.
Yeah, when I was like trying to go to the CrossFit Games, no, I didn't drink much at all. If I did, it was always like I would never drink the day before training day, and I would never drink enough that I could tell the next day. Like that was my aim. Because I mean, I'll be real, like I like to have a drink and have fun and chill, but that wasn't the priority at the time, having fun and chilling. So
is with all the people you have coached, has that ever been like an issue? Do you find that to be an issue with people, being able to give up the drinking?
Yeah, people will always ask you, kind of beat around the bush with that question, like, hey, so like how bad is it for you? And I'll just say, like, the people trying to be at the top don't even waste time with that question. They just don't do it. So I just pick a stance on it, and I just say that for everyone. It's just, I find it easier that way, instead of trying to decide like who I can say yes, it's okay to, and who not. I think it's a personal decision, and if you're having to ask, you're basically asking me that question because you want my approval to say it's okay, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let you make the decision on how bad you want what it is that you want. I mean, because I don't know if there's an argument against it being like helpful for you, other than maybe a stress reducer. But beyond that, like, I don't know, is there any like science that could back up saying that like, yeah, this could be beneficial in some way? Or
What brought this all up?
the original question was, how do you add macros or add alcohol into your macro totals?
And why were you curious about that?
It was a discussion we had the other night with someone.
What was their point of view?
They were under the opinion that since alcohol didn't have like any carbs or anything listed in it, like it was kind of like empty calories, and they just didn't have to count it toward their macro total for the day. And they're like, oh, this doesn't matter, I can just, you know, drink it and it won't go towards my macro totals. And I was explaining, no, that's not true. You know, you still have calories from it, and they are converted into sugars.
Did you crush their whole day?
It is 7 macros. It is 7 calories.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to argue.
Sorry. I thought it was 6. Sorry.
So yeah, we were just.
Did you ruin that person's whole day though?
I kind of did. I like pulled out and I was like, well, there's this many ounces in a gram, and if you do 7 calories per gram, it's this many calories that you're actually consuming every shot of alcohol that you take, or every shot of vodka. And they were like, I was like, sorry.
See you later.
Cheers.